first glance, dreams might seem like nothing more than fictional scenarios our minds invent while we are sleeping, little movies that play behind our eyelids to pass the time. We wake up, shake our heads, and tell ourselves it was just a strange story. But I want to ask you a question today. What if there is more to them than just random images? What if your subconscious mind is trying to send you a letter, sealed with the wax of your deepest emotions, waiting for you to open it? Although there is currently no hard scientific evidence to prove that dreams hold a singular, objective meaning, they have been studied for thousands of years by philosophers, psychologists, and spiritual leaders. These studies all aim to promote better self-awareness and to help us understand what is truly bothering us in our everyday lives, beneath the surface of our busy schedules. According to Susan Bergman, a wonderful social worker and dream specialist, dreams are actually a universal language. They create elaborate, sometimes beautiful, and sometimes terrifying images out of our raw emotional concepts. They turn our feelings into pictures. Have you been recognizing certain themes that you frequently dream about? Do you find yourself waking up with the same lingering feeling week after week? You are not alone. Today, we are going to explore 7 common dream meanings that serve as windows into your soul. Let us walk through these together with an open heart and a curious mind. The first common theme we need to discuss is the sensation of being lost or trapped. This is a very common dream that so many people experience, and it can be incredibly unsettling. You might find yourself wandering through a dense, dark forest where the trees seem to close in on you. Or perhaps you are inside a large, sprawling building with endless hallways that all look the same, or stuck in a maze-like structure where every turn leads to a dead end. In the dream, you feel a rising panic, a sense of claustrophobia, and a desperate need to find the exit, but you simply cannot find a way out. When you analyze this through the lens of emotional maturity, being lost or trapped usually means you are unsure about what step to take next in a particular circumstance in your real life. It is a reflection of decision paralysis. People who dream about getting lost often feel overwhelmed by the choices in front of them. It reflects the mental, physical, financial, or emotional burdens they are experiencing when they are awake. You might be at a crossroads in your career, unsure whether to stay in a safe job or chase a passion. You might be feeling trapped in a relationship that has run its course. Or perhaps you feel burdened by financial debt that feels like a maze with no exit. Your subconscious is showing you this physical trap to alert you to the emotional trap you are currently living in. It is a gentle nudge from your mind asking you to pause, look at your map, and perhaps ask for directions in your waking life. The second theme is one that leaves us waking up with a heavy heart: missed opportunities. Do you ever dream about missing public transportation? Maybe you are running toward a bus stop, your lungs burning, only to see the bus pull away just as you arrive. Or perhaps you are at the airport, watching your plane taxi down the runway without you. Maybe it is a train or a taxi, but the feeling is always the same. Often, people who dream about such scenarios tend to miss these vehicles only by a fraction of a second. The doors close right in your face. This dream can also pertain to scenarios where you are late for a job interview, a big performance, or a special event. You rush and rush, but obstacles keep appearing, and you never arrive on time. In your real life, these dreams may reflect the deep regrets you have for not going after what you wanted. It is the haunting shadow of the what if. This could mean missing out on seeing your favorite band perform live because you were too busy working, or not applying for your dream job on time because you were afraid of rejection. These dreams are highlighting your anxiety about time slipping away. They are a reminder from your inner self that life is moving fast, and perhaps you are letting fear keep you stuck on the platform while the train of opportunity leaves the station. It is a call to action to seize the day and stop waiting for the perfect moment, because the perfect moment is now. The third theme brings us to the road, car troubles. In the landscape of dreams, the car is a powerful symbol. It represents you, your physical body, and your journey through life. People who dream about these scenarios usually find themselves in or near a car or vehicle. You can either be the driver, gripping the steering wheel, or the passenger, watching the world go by. The nightmare begins when you experience a brake failure. You press your foot down, but the car does not stop. Or perhaps you have a flat tire that leaves you stranded on a lonely highway, or you get hit by another car out of nowhere. In real life, this typically means that you feel like you do not have control over a certain situation. If you are the driver and the brakes fail, it suggests you feel your life is moving too fast and you cannot slow it down. You might be headed for trouble in the future, and your intuition is trying to pump the brakes. If you are the passenger in the dream, it might indicate that you are letting someone else control your destiny, perhaps a boss, a partner, or a parent, and you are passive in your own journey. This dream is a warning sign to check your engine. It is asking you to look at where you are heading and ask yourself if you are truly in the driver's seat of your own life, or if you are just along for the ride, hoping you do not crash. Theme number 4 is a classic anxiety dream: failing a test. This one is incredibly common, even for people who have not stepped foot in a classroom for 20 or 30 years. Contrary to what it sounds like, people who dream of this scenario are usually no longer in school. The scenario often involves having trouble finding the test room, realizing you have forgotten your locker combination, being unprepared from a lack of studying, or sitting down to take the exam and realizing it is in a language you do not speak. Sometimes, you might even realize you are missing the equipment to complete it, like a pen or a calculator. These dreams indicate that you are feeling tested in real life. It is the manifestation of imposter syndrome. You might be facing a challenge at work that makes you feel unqualified. Or perhaps you are navigating a new stage of parenting that makes you feel like you do not know the answers. This makes you anxious about what your future holds. You feel judged, scrutinized, and afraid that at any moment someone is going to stand up and point out that you do not belong there. The dream brings up those old feelings of vulnerability from childhood, reminding you that deep down, we all just want to pass the test and be accepted. It is an invitation to prepare, yes, but also to be kind to yourself and realize that life is not a pass or fail exam. It is a learning process. The fifth theme is terrifying and adrenaline-inducing, being chased. This is a very common dream that people with high levels of anxiety often have. In the dream, you are running. Your heart is pounding, your breath is shallow, and you are being pursued. You usually dream about being chased by an animal, a person, or sometimes something you cannot readily identify, a shadow or a monster. You look back, and it is gaining on you. In real life, this means that you are trying to run away from a certain situation. You are avoiding something. It could be a difficult conversation you need to have, a deadline that is looming, or a responsibility you do not want to face. However, it could also be an emotion you are not ready to confront yet. Whether it is deep grief from a loss or the pain of a breakup, your mind projects these emotions as a monster chasing you. The faster you run in the dream, the more persistent the chaser becomes. This is your subconscious telling you that you cannot outrun your truth. The only way to stop the nightmare is to turn around, face the thing chasing you, and ask it what it wants. Usually, when we face our fears, they shrink down to a manageable size. Theme number 6 is one that is particularly visceral and disturbing: tooth loss. Have you ever dreamed about reaching into your mouth only to feel your teeth wiggle? You touch them, and they fall out into your hand, crumbling like sand. Or perhaps you look in the mirror and see a missing gap in your smile. It is a horrifying sensation that feels incredibly real. This indicates that you may feel insecure in real life. Teeth are symbols of power, confidence, and our ability to digest the world. Losing them suggests you feel unattractive or not good enough. Whether it pertains to school, your work life, or a romantic relationship, you feel exposed. It connects deeply to communication as well. Are you afraid you said the wrong thing? Do you feel like you have lost your bite or your ability to stand up for yourself? You may also have a deep-seated fear of being embarrassed or judged by others. This dream is highlighting your vulnerability and your fear of losing face in front of the people whose opinions matter to you. It is a signal to work on your self-esteem and remind yourself that your worth is not something that can fall out or be taken away. It is inherent within you. Finally, theme number 7, falling or sinking. This is perhaps one of the most primal fears we have. People who dream of this scenario often find themselves falling from a high building, tumbling through the air with nothing to grab onto. Or they might be sinking into a deep, dark ocean, unable to keep their head above water. You wake up with a jolt, your body twitching as if you really hit the mattress. They usually feel helpless and overwhelmed in the dream. It is a common misconception to believe that having those dreams means a foreshadowing of your own death. But I want to reassure you that is not the case. In reality, they indicate your fear of falling in a metaphorical sense. It means you are not content with where you are in life. You feel unstable, as if the ground beneath you is crumbling. You may need to carve a new path or make some new choices to help you find meaning again. This dream often appears when we have lost our support system, or when we feel like we are carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders alone. It is a cry for grounding. It is your soul asking you to find a safe harbor, to reach out for a hand, and to build a foundation that feels solid and secure. So, my friends, we have traveled through the forest of the subconscious together. We have looked at the mazes, the missed buses, the broken cars, the exams, the monsters, the lost teeth, and the long falls. Which of these themes do you commonly dream about? Do you see a pattern in your nightly visions? I want you to remember that these dreams are not here to haunt you. They are here to help you. They are the whispers of your inner wisdom, guiding you toward the parts of your life that need healing, attention, and love. If you have a special topic request you would like us to explore next, whether it is about sleep, relationships, or personal growth, make sure to let us know in the comments section below. I read through your comments, and I am always so inspired by your stories and your insights. Also, please be sure to subscribe to our channel for more helpful tips, and share this video with others who might be struggling to understand their dreams. With your help, we can reach more people to spread awareness on the mind and mental health issues. We are building a community here, a safe space where we can all grow together. I also want to take a brief moment to express my deepest gratitude. I want to give a personal thank you to you guys for always supporting the Happy Aura channel and making this all possible for us. Our vision is to make psychology and emotional wellness as accessible as possible, so that it promotes self-awareness and helps you guys grow into the beautiful, radiant beings you are meant to be. We have big dreams for this channel, and we want to make more content for you guys. Your support means the absolute world to us. Remember, understanding yourself is a lifelong journey. It is not about being perfect. It is about being present. It is about listening to the messages your mind sends you, whether you are awake or asleep. So tonight, when you lay your head down on your pillow, I want you to set an intention. Ask your dreams to be gentle with you. Ask your subconscious to reveal what you need to know with clarity and kindness. And if you find yourself falling or running or lost in a maze, try to remember that you have the power to wake up. You have the power to change the narrative. You have the power to take the wheel of your car, to catch the next bus, and to build a life that feels true to who you are. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. It is always an honor to connect with you. Take care of yourselves, drink plenty of water, and be kind to your mind. I hope you guys have an amazing day filled with clarity and peace. Until next time, keep shining your light. Bye. This journey of understanding our dreams is one that requires patience. It is like learning a new language. You might not understand every word at first, but over time, the syntax becomes clear. You start to see that the monster chasing you is actually just a part of yourself asking for a hug. You realize that the falling sensation is actually a prompt to let go of control and trust the process. You understand that losing your teeth is just a reminder to speak your truth, even if your voice shakes. I encourage you to keep a dream journal. Keep a notebook and pen by your bed. As soon as you wake up, before the logic of the day takes over, write down everything you remember. Write down the colors, the feelings, the people, and the places. Over time, you will start to see patterns. You will see how your waking life influences your dreaming life, and vice versa. It is a fascinating study of the self. And please, never underestimate the power of a good night's sleep. Sleep is when our bodies heal, our minds process, and our spirits rejuvenate. Treat your sleep like a sacred ritual. Create a calming bedtime routine. Turn off the screens, dim the lights, perhaps read a book or listen to some soothing music. Give your mind the best possible chance to create peaceful, insightful dreams. You deserve rest. You deserve peace. You deserve to wake up feeling refreshed and ready to take on the world. As we wrap up today, I want to leave you with one final thought. Your mind is a beautiful, complex, and powerful thing. It is constantly working to protect you, to guide you, and to help you grow. Even when it sends you a nightmare, it is doing so out of love. It is trying to get your attention. So listen. Listen with compassion. Listen with curiosity. And know that whatever you find in the depths of your dreams, you have the strength to handle it. You are stronger than you know, and you are never, ever alone on this journey. We are all dreaming together, all trying to find our way home. Thank you for being part of this community. I appreciate every single one of you. Have a beautiful sleep tonight. Good night, friends.